Hello, my name is Paul Clegg again, and on this particular video I'm going to be talking about capturing leads. What does that really mean? Well, if you went to a networking event and you met people that showed an interest in how you could help them, you'd exchange some sort of information, you'd gather their business cards, you'd know how to follow up with them. Part of the challenge that we have, of course, when we come to digital marketing is that or online marketing is that people will visit your website, for instance, and they may be researching a possible purchase with somebody like you or your competitors months ahead. They come on the website because they're doing the research. We tend to do a lot more of that than ever before. Now, the point I want to make here is that if they're looking at your website, you've no idea who they are. So in some way, you need to be able to reach out at as early stage as possible and say, look, I've got some valuable information here. I'd love to stay in touch with you. I'd love to be in touch and serve you. Can you give me your email address? Now, that's a challenge in itself, but nevertheless, people will give their email address if what you're offering is important. So a lot of people just put lots of information on their website. Personally, I think that you should be driving people to specific areas of interest, and on that area of interest, and you could be driving them from your blog, you could be driving them from social media, but nevertheless, when they get to that page, you really ought to be trying to secure their email address, and it could be the first name and second name. Now, what would you use to secure that? Well, first of all, you may offer a report, you might offer a series of videos, you might offer some real insights from somebody as expert as you that would help that person, whether they became a customer or not. And there's a number of ideas that I've put below this particular video that you might wish to consider, ways in which people will say, well, that's quite interesting. Now, a lot of people say, well, I've already got an opt-in. I've got an opt-in box with sign up for my newsletter. Nobody wants to sign up for a newsletter. We don't want newsletters. We might want what's in it, but we don't want to keep hearing about you, and we don't want to keep hearing about what's news in your company, etc. So a lot of newsletters are very poorly written. They're not centered on the consumer interest. So, yeah, you will get some read, but in many cases, most businesses don't know who's reading the newsletters. So far better if you are maybe you're looking to offer SEO services, to offer something like 7 secrets of SEO today, how to outmaneuver your competitor with just 5 keywords. You see where I'm coming from that. That's a little bit of an art, but nevertheless, you can get that opt-in address. And of course, when you've got that, you can begin to have a dialogue. Now, of course, if you're on LinkedIn, and especially if you're a paid for member, it could very well be that you are aware of who is visiting your website. Certainly those people that comment on it, they're worth opening up a dialogue. If you've written a blog, or you've contributed to a particular article in a group, or somebody has just checked out your website, you can find out who that is, and you can ping them off a message acknowledging that. So there's a given number of ways in which you can exchange information. You need that information, and I must add that if you're doing a lot of your lead generation is through networking, and you're collecting business cards, for goodness sake, do something with those business cards. They're no good stuck in a drawer or in the inside pocket of your suit or in your handbag or whatever. You need a method of getting that information into some sort of digital system, some sort of management system, so you can stay in touch. So many people are missing out on that as an opportunity. So you can see where we've been attracting traffic, and now we're capturing that data so that we can begin a dialogue and begin something to build a relationship. In my next video, we're going to be talking about the whole nurturing process. So check that out.